Welcome, welcome, welcome to Dropping a Morning Log with Jivko. Hello, good morning, it's all a good time in the morning when I'm dropping logs on you guys. Alright, so off to a pretty awful start with this one. So here's the thing, it's pretty interesting, like the feeling that you get when there's life, like a new thing is being started around you, whether it's like a family, like my brother's family, or like for sure when he had his first kid, you know, I was extremely driven to do what made me happy and what I wanted to do in this life. And there was something about the radical change in my life of becoming an uncle, and now becoming an uncle for the second time. But that initial bump of it was almost like a massive bump of encouragement of like what am I doing, not doing what I want to be doing in life, because this life is ever changing. Nothing will ever stay the same, and you have to grow with it to an extent. And the thing is, like, what's good is also your awareness grows with it. In my regard, it just happened to be the awareness that I'm not doing the best that I could be doing in life, and it was just very encouraging for me to kind of witness that, and it was a good feeling. I felt like it was a bump in the right direction, and I'm very excited to get going on what I need to in my mind, because at a certain point in time everyone should feel that bump from some sort of source, and I think it's very incredibly important for some to do so, especially if you're stuck in your how you're doing things, or just whatever you're doing isn't making you happy, it isn't making you fulfilled to the fullest extent that you could be. It's there's definitely merit to starting to do what you really truly feel like you should be doing, and like stuff like that, it makes you at the end of the day who you are. And if you feel like you're not doing what you truly became a person to do, then that's kind of an issue, because you're not feeling completely yourself, actually. It's something that a lot of people, I feel like there's a commonplace or a commonality between a lot of people when it comes to that sort of feeling, not exactly like you're doing your best to do what you would like to do and you were brought here to do. Like, what I mean by that is you're not necessarily utilizing your talents to their fullest potential. And once you start to realize a path toward doing so and having it be sustainable, it'll give you like a totally different perspective on your own happiness, and guaranteed you'll feel much more driven to do the things that you'd like to do, and progress with them, in all aspects. So the one trigger for me was my brother having a kid. Instantly afterward, I decided that I truly did want to start a podcast. But even like in the conception of him wanting to have a kid, it was almost like I was always met with my own mortality timeline or rather I was reminded of my own mortality timeline, meaning that I realized that I'm not going to be here forever, and the opportunities that I will have now will not be there one day in regard to the things that I would like to do and the things that I would like to accomplish. Like the later I start on that timeline, the less far I'll be able to get within my lifetime. And it's like, the way I see it is, it's a timeline of opportunities, and the more I wait, the less opportunities I'll have a chance to have. The shorter of a run I'll have, due to my natural biological track that I'm on. And I feel like that's just something that you should be reminded of every once in a while. And this is just the event that happened to perk me up. In any case, I think that what I'm doing will find its place. I'll find my voice in it, and I'm not too concerned, because I have a very positive outlook about it, as I do on most things. But there's a lot that is involved, including motivation to do what you love. Especially when you're starting off, you're not always going to be very motivated, and that almost goes with working out. You almost have to seek motivation and just be open to it. And it's not something that you find once and you're just yeah, I'm motivated forever. It's you're not always going to feel motivated. There's some days where you're going to wake up and just be fuck my life. But those are the days where it really matters. And I'm so glad that I made this part of my little morning routine here. And it's I don't have to get profound ideas right the first time, worded perfectly. But the thing is, it's more important, I realized, that the flow of ideas and the flow of conversation needs to be there way more than the perfect wording of a sentence or a thought, upon it leaving my mouth. And, it leaving my brain and then forming into a sentence. So I think that I'm doing a pretty good job so far of just, taking care of things on that front. And it's exciting. And it's exciting to see the progression after practicing for so long. Not even that I've been practicing for very long, because I haven't. I've probably only logged in 30, 40 hours. I'm probably going a little under. It's probably more 50, but it's not important. I'm not even at 100 hours yet of practice. And I could already tell that I've improved so incredibly much. And I'm extremely happy to be able to say that I've improved. To be able to see the improvement is huge, from day one. And that's all it means to me, and it means a lot. So anyway, on that note, I have to take off. But have a wonderful day. Don't be stupid, and live your life to the fullest. God damn it! All right, take it easy.